Hello, welcome. I'm Jeremy Jones. This is part 2 of woodworking basics, going over planes. Yesterday we talked about the difference in block planes. Showed you that for just a little more you can buy a cheap ass plane that doesn't do shit but piss you off. You can get a decent used plane if you know where to look and how to find them. Today, in part 2, I'm going to go over what to look for when looking at a used plane, especially when you're buying on the internet. There are a lot of ways you can get screwed on the internet, but as long as who you're buying from and where you're buying it from are somewhat reputable, as long as they put up accurate pictures of exactly the tool that you are buying. If they do not have pictures of the tool you are buying, of the tool that you are paying money for, not a generic stock photo, not a photo of a similar tool or of that tool, but from a manufacturer's catalog or anything else, if it is not of the piece of equipment you are purchasing, don't fuck off and walk away. Go to some other place. Because they apparently don't want to take the, 2 minutes, 3 minutes it takes to grab their phone, click a picture, upload it. They don't want to take the effort. So don't give them your money. Don't put in the effort to give them your money. Go to someone else. A couple places that I go that I regularly get stuff from. eBay. Make sure they put up the right picture. Make sure that what you see on their ad is what you are buying. And I go to Goodwill's auction website. That is where I have gotten a lot of stuff here lately. I just recently found it and I absolutely love it. You have access to every Goodwill store in the nation, and every item that they have on their site is the item that you are buying. Not, well, this is a photo of a Stanley plane. Sorry, dog just walked through. A little distracting. I was worried about him knocking the camera over. As long as they have the right photos for the right parts, and you are bidding on basically what's in that picture. I've seen many pictures on there of stuff that they don't really know what the hell it is. Assorted tools or assorted jewelry or assorted electronics, and somebody that's knowledgeable, oh hey, I need that, I'm gonna buy that, put a bid up, you get it. But then there are some stores that do have personnel, volunteers, that are knowledgeable in certain specialities, like guitars. There's been several auctions on Goodwill's site that have had very specifics on the guitars that they're auctioning off. The neck radiuses, the types of pickups, whatever. Whereas some of them are, it's a 6-string electric guitar that's blue. Don't know if it works, don't know if it actually functions, but there it is. Auction. So, yeah, give and take. Back to the planes. Now, it should be a fairly simple thing to choose a plane, because your first plane is always going to be a block plane. They are, like I said yesterday in the video, if you get the right one, and you can adjust the throat size to where you can hog out lots of material, or you can make a fine, smooth final cut. You can do everything in between. But there are times when this little thing is just not enough. You want something more. You want something bigger. And usually it's when you want to do something on a larger scale, like you're wanting to build a piece of furniture, and your hand is tired of gripping this thing. You're just tired of standing it with one hand, or trying to figure out how to get two hands on it. You want something bigger. You want something better. Usually your second plane is going to be a number 4. This one is a Stanley Bailey. This is their lower line. It's not their most expensive, but it does say Bailey right up here across the top of the handle. It says Bailey number 4. And let's go over and see just what to look for and what to make sure that it doesn't have, so that we can actually buy a plane that is going to work for us. Alright, as you can see, we have our little number 4 plane here. Now, what you're going to look for in the pictures, or if you're going to a second-hand shop, and I would suggest buying a used plane. I just recently picked up 2 number 4s with shipping from Goodwill for $35, and that was $20 shipping, because let's face it, these are solid. These are some heavy bastards. So what do we want to look for? Well, what we want to look for first is make sure that there are no chips. Make sure this metal is not chipped anywhere around the edges, around the frame, anywhere along it. Make sure none of it's chipped, none of it's broke. Look at the handles. Are they chipped? Are they cracked? Are they broke? I don't care if they're loose. Don't care. We can fix that. They're loose. Okay, so what? This one, I don't know why there's paint on the bottom of it, but that's that's easily taken care of. That is nothing more than aesthetics. I don't care. We can take that off. That's not an issue. A crack or a chip or a break, that's something we can't fix. Well, you can if you got a welder and some time. Most of the time, just leave it alone. Walk off, go to the next one, because there's another one out there that is going to be in good shape. So you can see, there are no chips, there are no cracks. Both handles are in good shape. They're loose, but they're in good shape. You can see the cap iron. Yes, it's rusty. Don't give a damn. It's solid. There's no chips. There's no cracks. It's in good shape. It is a solid piece. We have our chip breaker. And we have our blade. Now, if what you are looking at and looking at buying does not come with a chip breaker and blade, do not do not immediately walk away. You can buy aftermarket chip breakers and blades. One of the more popular upgrades is from a company called Hawk. They sell a chip breaker and blade combo that is absolutely beautiful, and it is a bit pricey. It is like 30-40 bucks, I think. I honestly don't remember, but you can get them. Now think about that before you just walk away from a plane, because it doesn't have the blade and chip breaker. If it does not have the cap iron, yeah, you probably want to walk away, because you don't want to go hunting around for another cap iron. But if it does have the cap iron, no blade, you can get by. You can buy another one. I do not like trying to hunt down a replacement for these caps. They are not fun. Now, you want to look at also, if you can touch it and feel it, make sure that this works. Make sure that you can screw that out and make sure that it moves that pin right there, which is how you advance and retreat the blade. It should be loose on the axle there, so that this piece, you move it back and forth so that it can adjust the blade to the left and to the right. The frog, this piece here, make sure it's not cracked, chipped. Make sure that it's in one solid piece if you can. Usually people, when they're taking pictures of these things, they don't take the blades off, so you've just kind of got to go by what you see on the sides of the frog to tell if it is broken or not. And from there, that is pretty much it. That is pretty much how you can find and make sure that the plane that you get is in good shape and is going to actually polish up into a nice specimen. Next video will be going into dismantling one of these and cleaning it, because let's face it, there are some idiots out there that I'm not sure whether they painted the bottom or plain wet paint. I don't know. But there are some idiots out there that do weird things. And it's up to us to take their mistakes, profit on them, and make sure we get a good deal and fix their problems. So, thank you. Please like the video, subscribe if you find this useful, and I will be back with part 3.